Hi there, my name is Peter Hartwich from Red Sky Solutions, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the Apex Data Loader. If your organization has Salesforce licenses at the level of Enterprise or Unlimited, the two highest tiers, the Data Loader comes standard for you to use. If you have below those level licenses, Professional Edition, Group Edition, you're a little more limited because the Data Loader is not available to you out of the box. However, you do have some alternatives. There are third-party data loading tools on the Salesforce App Exchange, such as Jitterbet, that you can leverage, or you can use another standard Salesforce data function called Import Wizard. Now, the Import Wizard is good if you have a smaller amount, below 50,000 records, to upload into your org, a smaller amount of data, that is to say. But it does have some limitations in that it has that 50,000 record cap. If you have more than that, 100,000 for example, it won't really be useful to you, as well as certain limitations on what objects you can upload. It allows you to upload most standard and even a few custom objects, but if you want to do anything more complex, you're a little more limited. To find the Apex Data Loader, if you do have Unlimited or Enterprise Edition Salesforce, you just go to, from your home page, Your Name, Setup, Administrative Setup, Data Management, and then there will be a link there that just says Data Loader. Once you click that, a small file will download to your computer and you can just run it and the wizard will take care of itself and install it on your machine. Once you've installed the Apex Data Loader on your machine, there are about 5 or so different basic functions that the data loader serves to get data into you or out of your Salesforce instance. The 5 main functions are insert, update, upsert, export, and delete. There are a few other options, but those are the main ones most people use for their goals. And they each differ significantly depending on what your objectives are. Insert is when you literally insert records that Salesforce considers non-existent in the org. That is to say, you take a lead list from a trade show you just did, and you want to get those leads into Salesforce. That would be an insert because those leads don't exist in Salesforce already. An update updates existing records in Salesforce. So if that lead list existed in Salesforce and you wanted to update them en masse without editing each individual record, that's where you would use update. Upsert's a combination in that it looks for the Salesforce IDs in the system and decides, okay, if this exists, I will update it, otherwise I'll create a new record. This is a bit of a tricky one because this can lead to a lot of duplication issues if you're not careful. Deletion is pretty self-explanatory. It allows you to delete records en masse, again, without having to do so individually in Salesforce. And export is kind of a misnomer because you're not actually exporting any data from Salesforce. Literally, it stays within the database, but it allows you to query the database and use that to either upload new data or change existing data. So those are the basic 5 functions, and once you kind of learn and do a few data loads yourself, you should be able to be a little more comfortable with it.